crossing 2940, where San Bernardino County is located, under the fake sun at 3:45 in the afternoon. And this is what I referred to yesterday afternoon at 2940. I'm at Inland Empire. All right, this is Omnitransit's crossing path with that same venue. We're now stopping at the light at Turner, and this is where the entities for the entirety of the route, getting on at Emporia Place, where the Ontario Police Department, the Ontario International Airport, the City of Ontario maintaining flight over my head and around in the sky space at Vine Avenue and Home Boulevard under that fake sun that's planted, no longer planted. That ongoing uncanny ability of the Omnitrans coach operators to not only stalk with light, with which they're going to be committed, but also to maintain the light source through the windows and windshield of the vehicle. This is speaking to that duration of time that the sun would not be anywhere near the San Bernardino County venue, 2940 Inland Empire. It is currently 7:51 a.m. and this employee is engaged in the perpetual sex offense. She is sharing that with the entity that is stalking. These are the people of the state that are breaking into the bathroom when they know that you're in there. They're engaging with a stalking in grocery stores. They're stalking on the roads and the highways. They're stalking as I documented them at Vine and Holt, and they will be published with regard to that prosecution while they're sharing in their pattern of conduct with this employee. It's an African-American female who's engaging in the pattern of conduct. We are approaching Ontario Mills, by the way, where the fake sun is over me in the afternoon, like I documented yesterday, as I've been documenting. And this is relevant to and correlating to what will be juxtaposed with, in other words, with the 3:45 p.m. video where 9 Frank Larry Victor 643 and employee number 4341 are gang stalking me together in furtherance of murder. All right, this is Haven Avenue and Inland Empire Boulevard. And I do the perpetual section of this is impossible light activity. Everybody on the bus is monitoring. This is stalking. Everybody on the bus is stalking you. This is terrorism. And they're engaged in what you've seen, what the entities provided an advertisement with regarding mental illness of this employee who's engaged in that ongoing criminal activity and doing so conspicuously, not just being a stalker, not just being a terrorist and a sex offender, but the entity's tactic is to do it conspicuously in order to psychologically torture you in furtherance of murdering you and kidnapping you with the entity that she's gang stalking you with, the City of Ontario and the City of Fontana. All right, this is the African American female operating this bus. This is the pattern of conduct shared by the Omnitrans coach operators who are engaging in surveillance in San Bernardino County. This is the prosecution of Omnitrans, and it's the prosecution of each gang stalker operating these coaches. Those that are mentally ill, like employee number 4341, this African American female with I believe a curly wig on her head. She's engaging in the mentally ill behavior, which is stalking with light. This is a demon-possessed person who is mentally ill, psychopathic, and unfit to be in the role that they're engaging in. And it is shown while she's engaging in criminal activity systematically with the government that murders people in the way in which she's facilitating that pattern of conduct. And the prosecution is going to remedy this ongoing threat to American citizens who are, unbeknownst to them, under attack. All right? This is P.O.C. It is currently 7:54 a.m. And I just want you to see, that fake sun while we're traveling on Inland Empire Boulevard. And this is, this is the maintenance of that environment, which is speaking to San Bernardino County, targeting me just like I stated. Okay, this